Hey guys, so I'm here to talk to you about how I track my runs when I'm running. So I have invested now, I think I've had one for about a year and a half. I have a Garmin, and I know that Garmins are kind of pricey, especially if you're just starting out running. You don't really want to make the investment. I think like the cheapest versions of Garmins are about $100, maybe $120, I'm not quite sure. But I like to think that if you're going to get a Garmin, I have the Forerunner 220, and I like this one because it has Bluetooth and it syncs up with my phone, and it'll automatically go into my app and give me all the stats about my run, and I can see that all in the app, and it's just super cool. You can see the elevation, all the splits right there. If you have the lower versions of a Garmin, some of the less expensive ones, they don't have the Bluetooth, so you like have to plug it into your computer and upload the runs. But if you don't want to go the Garmin route, what I always say to all my athletes who don't have a Garmin is Run Keeper. I know some people have used Nike Plus, and I have also experienced a lot of problems with Nike Plus. A lot of my athletes get frustrated with it. The satellite is just not as good. And they use different satellites than Garmin. There's kind of like rights, who owns what. Garmin has great satellite reception. I have never had a problem besides at the beginning of the run. Like, obviously it takes a minute or two to load. But Nike will frequently go in and out. It won't give you an accurate pace. So an app that you can download for free that will give you all of your running data and everything is Runkeeper. And it's super cool. It gives you a ton of stats for your runs. I haven't really used it much, but it tells you, calories burned, and it'll give you all of your splits, and it keeps track of every run you've ever done. And you can even give it options to give you automatic voice sound, like what pace you're going so far on your run, and you can even get the feedbacks as quickly as every minute. So if you are doing some sort of track interval workout, it might be good to get that feedback every minute. You can also have it be every, like 30 minutes. So there's a lot of settings within there that you can see. So yeah, it's great. It's basically the same thing as Garmin, but you do have to run with your phone, obviously. But if I didn't have a Garmin, I would use Runkeeper all day, every day. And honestly, sometimes if my Garmin doesn't load right away, I pull this out. That's how I have runs on here. I will pull this out and use it instead because it's really reliable. It's a great app. I love Runkeeper. Highly recommend it. But if you do want to go and invest in a Garmin later down the road, definitely consider the Forerunner 220 because that's what I run with. But basically, any Garmin product is great. I haven't really had as much success with Nike Plus and TomTom like GPS is. So that's the GPS and run tracking information.